if you know from the last video, I did announce that I was going to do more story times, more vlogs, and just more material to my channel because I don't always have things to talk about as far as natural hair and locks. And speaking of, right now, if you watched my last video, like I said, I had a wig on, and these are the braids from underneath my wig. I literally just threw the back in a little ponytail bun thing, like something sticking out, but little ponytail bun thing, and I've been swooping my edges or wearing a hat because I announced too, if you follow me on IG as well, that I'm pregnant. I'm 5 months pregnant and I'm having a baby girl. It used to be too hot to do my hair, so this time my hair been. And if you follow me on IG and watch my last video, I announced that I did start a beauty collection from Me to You Beauty Collection. And right now I am wearing one of the lip glosses. This is the shade Florida Water. It is infused with peppermint oil and coconut oil. All my lip glosses are infused with essential oils. And then the hot oil treatment and the moisturizing and growth oil is like all organic. So go ahead and check that out. The link is in my IG bio, or you can follow the beauty collection page at _FMTYBC. But yeah, so today I'm going to talk about sorry, I'm breathing heavy too, like I said, I'm pregnant. Woo! So I'm gonna talk about my first reaction, our close friends and family reaction to me being pregnant. Because if you know me, I'm supposed to be that drunk auntie bringing the bottles, bringing the weed, giving a little sippy sip to my older little cousins, and sending the little ones off for some candy. And like, I just supposed to be life of the party with no kids. But God had different plans, and he blessed us with a baby girl, and I'm honored to be a mommy and that he gave me the opportunity to give life. But dang, I was supposed to be the drunk auntie. What am I doing with a baby? Ooh, sometimes I can't believe I'm having a baby. Anyway, back to the story. So basically, around the time that I got pregnant and I didn't know, I was super sick. My friend had came down, we were supposed to go to Drake. It got canceled, but the night she left like early in the morning. So basically I was still drunk. And like the next day after we dropped her off, and I was texting her like, girl, I'm so fucked up, like I'm still drunk, still throwing up, like I had the worst hangover, and I never get hangovers. And then the hangover carried on for 2 days, and then 3 days. And by the third day, his mom like, oh, is you pregnant? I'm like, no, like I think it's called a stomach flu, because it was kind of cooler out by the Ocean Drive and stuff. And it was just like, just a lot of mixture of bad things going on and stuff like liquor, weed, a whole bunch of different kind of liquor. I really wasn't eating like that. The weather was just kind of everywhere that day, and I had on like a thin tank top. I'm just like, whatever. It was just a bad combination of things for the weekend, and I think I'm just kind of sick and getting over it. And she like, okay. So towards the middle of October, my nipples start banging. I mean, like banging. I'm like, you know what, my period about to come on, so it's just my period. It's just my period, my symptoms, PMS basically. So I had to tell my boyfriend, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to a free clinic to get a pregnancy test, because I don't want to waste like $10-15 on the pregnancy test and I'm not pregnant. Like, like we don't need to be wasting that kind of money. That can go in my tank. So he like, all right, whatever. And I had to pick him up from work later that day anyway. So I go to the clinic. I'm in there munching on some candy or whatever, put my lip gloss on, thinking about the little blunt I'm gonna go home and smoke afterwards. And she take my pee, yada yada yada. I'm sitting there waiting. Y'all, it's a spider. Oh no. Oh no, hold on. I don't even know where I left off at. Like, I'm still freaking out about the spider, because I don't even know if I got it. I sprayed it with some raised spray, but like I said, I don't know if I got it. So I gotta hurry up and finish because I don't do spiders. So anyway, she walked in the room with my test results, and she like, it's positive. And I'm like, it's positive? What's positive? Something came back, like you found like an STD or something? Like, what's positive? She kind of laughed at me because I came for a pregnancy test, and she kind of like you know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, what's positive? And she like, it's positive. She just kept saying that. I'm like, what's positive? She like, no. I was like, I'm pregnant. She was like, you're pregnant, it's positive. My mouth, just hit the floor. I'm telling you, the whole time I have no idea what she talking about. I'm just sitting there like, bitch, what? You said I'm what? Who? You sure that's mine? Like, and I'm the only one in the clinic at the time too. But I'm still looking at her like, did she ask me, she like, are you with me? And I'm just like, you sure? And she just like, yeah, you pregnant. So I'm like, oh my God, like, I can't believe I'm pregnant. And I grabbed my phone to like text like my friends and stuff. Well, like, yeah, my friends or whatever. And she like, oh, you can't have your phone in here. And I'm just like, this my information, and the fuck, if I got my phone, we fucking, like, it's my information that's gonna be out. Like, what are you talking about? But whatever, I just put my phone back in my purse, like, okay, whatever. So she had left off to go do something or whatever. I think she forgot some form in the folder or whatever. And when she left, I text the two godmoms and my guy best friend. And I'm like, I'm pregnant, but I couldn't see the response because I was like, she told me I could have my phone out, so I waited till after I left. So basically, she gave me the folders. I left out just in shock, like, I can't believe I'm fucking pregnant. Like, this lady lying. Like, this is crazy. Mind you, I wanted to tell my boyfriend, but he at work, and I'm like, the way my mind is going right now, I don't want him to have his last 3 hours like he totally knocked off his square, because his job like requires like attention. Like, he has to be on his stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to wait to tell him, but I had to talk about it with somebody. And so I told him whatever. One of my friends, she already got kids. She got 2 kids, and she was excited. Like, she's like, oh my God, like, you finally having a baby with me. Like, our kids gonna be best friends. And she was just like getting me hyped, because I kind of was like, ooh, I'm happy. You know, like, she's able to give me positive feedback, because I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? I'm having a fucking kid. And what? No. So anyway, yeah, she all excited or whatever. We just talking a little bit. And then my other friend, she like, what? You sure they did? You sure they took the right test? Positive. And I'm like, exactly, bitch. I'm like, yes, she took the right one. She showed me all the stuff. She said I'm 4 weeks pregnant. Like, we were just running it down, and me and her both in just disbelief, like, what the fuck? Like, who told me to get pregnant? Like, what the fuck is really going on? I'm looking for the spider, y'all. I told y'all I'm fucking spiders. But anyway, she like, who told you to get pregnant? I'm like, girl, like, what am I gonna do? And then Jay Riddle, you know, if y'all love music and new music, you should check him out. He's on all platforms, JaeRiddle. He like, I told him, I think he had just woke up, because I went kind of in the morning-ish. He had just woke up, and I had told him, he like, oh, okay, yada, yada, yada. And when I was just like, okay, like, you know, dudes kind of react different. So I'm like, maybe he not really too surprised. So we talking a little bit, and he said, hold on, what? You pregnant? What? Like, he was just like, nigga, he's like, this is too early for this. Like, you playing too much. I'm like, nah, like, I'm dead ass. So then we just start talking about what I'm gonna do with a baby, and like, me with a baby. Like, what the fuck? Like, I told you I was supposed to be the drunk auntie. So that was their reactions. Most of my other friends were pretty excited. Like, they're like, oh my God. Like, I had one friend cry. I was in a car with another friend. That bitch almost crashed. I had my sisters, they just all happy to be aunties. And then my mom and my dad was probably the last 2 people I told, because I moved out of state. So my plan was to go home for Thanksgiving break and kind of surprise and do a little cute reveal like that I was pregnant. But one day I was crying so bad. I was crying, and I was just so much pain. I'm like, I need my mom. Like, I need to talk to my mom. Like, don't get me wrong, my boyfriend's mom is like a mom to me too. Like, she's always there. She do whatever she can to help. But it's like, you know, your mom is different. It's my mom. So I'm like, I gotta call my mom. And my boyfriend was holding me, and we was sitting right at the edge of the bed. And I was like, I'm gonna call her and tell her, because I need advice. I need to know, like, is there anything I can do? Like, I don't know. I just want to talk to my mom. So I call my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I'm pregnant. And she like, what? And I was like, I'm 6 weeks pregnant. And then she was just quiet for like, it seemed like a long time, but probably like a minute. And she was like, y'all keeping it? And I was like, well, yeah. And then she was like, what y'all about to do with a baby? And just, it wasn't really negative, but she was just kind of like, I can't believe my daughter telling me she's pregnant kind of thing. So then I kind of started talking to her about how it happened, like the little background. And then I kind of told her, like, I was feeling really sick and I need advice. And she was like, baby, this, you know, basically telling me, like, there's nothing you really can do. Eat, like, certain stuff. And, you know, just give me a little advice. And she hung up. She's like, let me call you right back. So I think she had to take a little minute. And she came back, and she just, I can't believe I'm about to be a grandma. I'm not supposed to be a grandma. I don't want to be a grandma. Just talking all this stuff. But eventually she came around, and now she can't stop telling people I'm pregnant. Then my dad, I actually told my dad in person. He got me from the airport. His friend was in the car, so I was like, I'm gonna wait till we drop his friend off. We drop his friend off. We on our way to the house, and I'm like, yeah, so Dad, I'm 2 months pregnant, and he driving, and we supposed to be going straight. And when I told him I was pregnant, I promise you, the whole wheel went to the left, and the whole car just jerked. I'm like, Dad. He like, are you serious? Are you serious? He don't even give a fuck. He almost crashed into somebody next to us, and we was almost in the intersection in the wrong lane. Like, he don't even care. Like, he just like, are you for real? You for real? And I'm like, yeah. He really did. He texted me about what my boyfriend reaction was and what his family say and what about school and like basically on our plans for grad school and stuff like that. He was just like, wow, I thought your other sister, which is my sister younger than me, a couple years younger than me, he was like, I thought she was gonna be pregnant first. And we kind of laughed about it. Then he asked me if I told my stepmom, which I'm really close to too. And I was like, no, I'm gonna tell her when we get to the house. So I told my stepmom, and she was like, what she say? She just gave me a big hug. She's like, congratulations. And I showed her the ultrasound pictures and stuff, and she's just like you know, just talking to me, little baby talk. And my granddad, he kind of already knew. He just told me I'm having a little crumb snatcher because I always be eating his food. So he like, nah, you got somebody to eat your food. And then my grandparents were just, I feel like they had already knew because my auntie got a big mouth. And I feel like she really took the fun out of me announcing it to my family. I feel like she told them on the slide. So when I finally told everybody on Thanksgiving dinner, they kind of just like, oh, congratulations. It wasn't like them bitch what reactions I was looking for. Or maybe my family was just happy I was pregnant. I mean, it wasn't happy for me. It really wasn't nothing negative to say because I basically finished undergrad. I'm on my way to grad school. I done made a big move. Like I'm grown now, you know. So I feel like maybe that's just something that they really couldn't nag me about. I don't know. Or maybe we just so used to black families always being negative about a pregnancy, and I just wasn't expecting that. But they was really cool about it, to be honest. For the most part, everybody was like really happy that I was pregnant. I had friends that told me like, I told you was gonna get pregnant, and then, you know, it was just good vibes, honestly. Like, I really didn't have not one negative thing make me feel like, oh my God, bitch, what are you doing? I mean, my friends did say that because they knew I was like the drunk auntie, but not on some like, you dumb. Like, I had like a lot of support. And as far as the girl-boy argument, like the gender, I had like probably like 5 people out of all the people who knew I was pregnant at the time think I was having a boy, and everybody else thought I was having a girl. I thought I was having a girl because my face breaking out, my chest breaking out, and like just all the stuff that you look up and figure out what gender you're having. And basically to say girls put you more through hell. And I was so nauseous like the first, that's gonna be for another story, but I mean, yeah, another story. But basically I just know I was having a girl. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like I said, I had a lot of positive vibes when people found out what I was having. The sun is going down, my light is dim, my ring light is just, so I'm gonna have to end the video here. Plus it's pretty long anyway. Make sure you all go check out my new beauty collection page. I'm accepting orders, and I would love for you all to try out, give me reviews, criticize, bad, good. I just would love to be reviewed on my products. And holla if you need me.